Hi everybody, it's Dr. Motti Charter back again for another hoot. Another week has passed in the breeding season. We love it. Lots and lots of stuff is going on. We had a great tit cam, the first brood fledge, 6 nestling fledge, which is a lot. Unfortunately, one also died, which is always sad. We have our barn owls in Florida barn owl cam number 1. 3 nestlings that fledged. They can fly, but they're still roosting in a box, which is always great to see. Who knows? Maybe we'll have another breeding pair. Maybe that does breed again in Barn Owl Florida cam number 2. In Israel, we have Ramon Barn Owl cam, which is kind of a newer cam that has a pair that's incubating eggs, and also Barn Owl Israel cam number 2 also. We got the Griffon Vultures, the little owls. Hopefully, finally, they'll lay a couple pigeon pairs. So lots and lots and lots going on. So let's get into it. So we got our Israel Barn Owl cam number 1. All 3 nestlings are doing great. These guys are just cute and fluffy. Look at this one here staring at the camera. The mother's in the box. She protects. You hear something here. I'm not sure what, but she's there to protect the nestlings, which is really important. The mother's job is not only to feed them, but to protect them during the daytime, also at night, but sometimes she's going out. Here she, a nestling wants, sometimes the nestlings get a little bit over aggressive. The mother wants to eat here. They get overstimulated and it will kind of attack the parents. It's not really attacking. It's more just aggressive, begging. This is a case like that, here. It's something we've seen before. And, the mother's like, let me eat. And this little guy's like, no, mom, please feed me too. So the parents are doing, here's another time that the nestling again is just becoming aggressive. It's stimulated. It wants to be fed, so it's asking not politely, mom, please feed me, I'm hungry. But the parents are doing an excellent job feeding these guys, bringing all different prey species, mainly jerds, some mole rats, even a couple rats, mice. They're doing a great job, and these little guys are able to swallow prey themselves, which is really important because both the parents are actually hunting that they need. And the mom can't spend all the time with them breaking apart prey. That's why they each have to be able to swallow these prey alone, which is not an easy thing to do, to swallow a large jerd. The barn owls in Israel are smaller than the one in the U.S., and the prey is also smaller, therefore. But here it has no problem swallowing a mice. A jerd is much harder. These nestlings weigh probably 200 grams, and they're eating 100-gram jerd. It's not an easy thing. Here's one casting an owl pellet. Yes, nestlings also cast owl pellets, not just the adult. And these jerds are huge. Jerds are basically gerbils. If you look at them closely, it looks like a pet gerbil. They're related. A gerbil is actually a Mongolian jerd. It's not. Well, I don't know what I did. I put some sort of effect in here. Sorry about that. And here, this is why the mother has to protect. Here you have some invasive minor coming into the box. Luckily, the mother's there to protect them. So keep an eye on this camera. Israel Barn Owl cam number 1. Hopefully these nestlings will fledge in a few weeks. Here in Ramon Barn Owl cam, an intruder came in to the nest. The female had to fight it off. She had 1 egg. Very dangerous thing. The egg can easily be cracked, and the female shows this male out of the box. She's like, I got a male. I don't need you. Get out. And she immediately looks back and checks her egg. Luckily, the egg was not cracked, but that's part of the female's job, is to protect. This was an amazing thing. Look at here how we can see actually a direct view of a female barn owl laying an egg. This is amazing. I have not seen this much in my life, that you can see the egg actually starting to come out. This must be painful. And she's just pushing and pushing and pushing until finally that egg is going to come out. What an amazing thing. We get to see these things in these live cameras. Very difficult to see, but there goes the egg. Look at that again. That's an egg. Wow, amazing. What an amazing video. Thank you for Pat for sending that to me. So the female this week laid 2 eggs initially, and in the beginning she's here casting a owl pellet. They cast at least 1 or 2 pellets a day. Looks painful, but this is just how they've evolved, not to digest fur bones and things. Here she's eating a lot. The male's doing a tremendous job bringing her lots of food. Here she's getting up 3 eggs. The male's feeding her here a vole. So this is really great. This is a very good pair, and hopefully this will be the first time they're breeding in this box. So really, really positive. There's 4 eggs by the time of this video. When I made out on Thursday, maybe there'll already be 5 eggs. So keep an eye on Israel Ramon Barn Owl cam. It's a great one. This has been a very exciting week in Florida, Barn Owl cam number 1. All 3 nestlings are flying around. They're all fledged. This is a great thing to see. They're flying around. Fortunately, we don't get to see. That's another owl. I'm not sure if that was one of the parents there. We don't really get to see what's going on. A lot of times they'll eat outside of the box now, so we won't even get to see the prey drops. But here's a case. The parent brings a half-eaten rabbit to one of the nestlings. So hopefully we'll get to see these guys around a little bit longer. But at some point, they end up roosting outside of the box. They're currently still inside of the box, roosting during the daytime. So keep an eye on Florida Barn Owl cam number 1. In Barn Owl, Florida, cam number 2, we've had some sights of the pair, the male and female, courting inside of the box. So they may lay a second brood. So let's really hope. That'd be really great. So keep an eye on Florida Barn Owl cam number 2. In Barn Owl Israel cam number 2, the female is doing an excellent job. Unfortunately, this male kestrel is just not leaving her alone. So the female, luckily she's larger, is defending her eggs. And she will fight to the death. And if that kestrel does enter, she will most likely kill it. The male's doing a great job here. She's eating mainly voles and mice. So sometimes during the day, she'll take a break and eat one of the cash rodents. And she'll do this while she's sitting on the eggs, while she's incubating, which is always an amazing thing to see. These barn owls eat a lot. So this week, she laid actually her 7th egg. We'll see if she'll reach 8 eggs. Maybe by the time of this video coming out on Saturday, it'll be the case. This is one of our favorite pairs, with the male that likes to jump in and out during the daytime, which is always so cute to see. And she is just male is doing a great job feeding her. This is a great pair. So hopefully within a few weeks, we'll have a hatching. We'll have some nesting in this box. And in the meantime, keep an eye, because this kestrel is not going to leave her alone. Unfortunately, we may have some action. So keep an eye on Israel Barn Owl cam number 2. We got a little squeaky little owls. Whoops. That's a blackbird actually mobbing a little owl. Thanks, Shaul, for that. Picking up on that, and prepared for sending the video. That's an unusual observation. So these pair is doing really, really well. Really cute, these little owls. The male is feeding the female, which is really good. I really hope that this year they'll lay. Last year they did not. They seem to be doing everything right. The male's bringing the female prey. She's hanging around a lot. And here's a miner mobbing the male outside of the box. He brought a huge grasshopper for the female. Just doing a really good job bringing mainly rodents, but some insects, some lizards also. So it's really great to see that here the male gives her rodent. So they're just doing a really good job, and these squeaky little guys are quite amazing predators. You know, tiny little, they're small, but they're eating a lot of rodents. Their diet is just so diverse. And they're just so active and full of energy. Unlike other owls, these guys are active also during the daytime. So keep an eye out for this little owl cam. Hopefully they'll lay soon. This has been a very exciting week for the Great Tit Cam. This is their first brood. The parents were doing a great job feeding 7 nestlings. It's not easy. They had to bring between 10 to 60 prey items an hour to feed these guys. They eat a lot. It's not easy, and they eat mainly insects, which is great. Having great tits in your garden, they eat all these insects, most of them pests. Sometimes, though, they're not all pests. They eat spiders also, which are, predators or beneficial actual insects. But they eat these, and they're almost strictly insectivorous during the breeding season, feeding all these insects. And it's not an easy thing to do at all, but these parents did a tremendous job. And the nestlings have been growing so much. But it's not easy. It's not easy feeding all these nestlings. Unfortunately, this week, when they fledged, one of them did pass away. The youngest one during the day of fledging, which is sad, but the 6 others fledged. Only the youngest one died, which is sad, but it's a part of nature. It's a harsh part of nature. So keep an eye out. Maybe this pair will lay a second brood within a few weeks. So keep an eye out on this pair. That's a poor nestling, and hopefully they'll lay soon. Our favorite Griffon Vulture pair are still incubating their 1 demi-egg. These parents are just great. Despite their handicap, they're just excellent parents, male and female. They protect that egg. So keep an eye, watch these guys. They're a lot of fun to watch. You know, a lot of people don't think of vultures as caring and nice birds, but they're probably the best parents out of all of them. They're amazing. So watch this Griffon Vulture cam. So in the common kestrel Pam, there's still a pair of pigeons. They're incubating 2 eggs, and they still have their 2 large nestlings that are fledging. The parents are feeding them and incubating the eggs at the same time. Again, kestrels can come at any time and kick them out. So keep an eye on this camera. We may have more action to come soon. Lastly, we got a pigeon pair in Barn Owl cam number 4. Here's an intruder made a mistake of coming inside and the parents fighting it off. This is a poor pigeon pair that had to fight off an intruder last week, and also a female kestrel. Here a little house pail tries to sneak in, but the pigeons returned. I cleaned the lens of the camera this week. So keep an eye on this camera. More things to come soon. So I really hope you like this video. Lots going on this week. Thank you everybody for the timestamps. They really help when you write in. It helps us when we're collecting the data, know what's going on. That's the great thing about these live 24/7 cameras. We have people monitoring at all times of the day, which is amazing. For our moderators, you guys are just simply the best. Without you, I would not be able to do this. I thank all you so much. If you like this channel, if you like the content, if you could donate, we really need your assistance to keep these cameras going. I added a link in the description. So thank you all for watching. If you like this, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Keep on watching. Hoot you later.